Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into some life-saving knowledge. Here are 5 amazing facts that could save your life. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Life-saving facts sounds intense. And yes, some of this stuff is serious. But think of it like this. Knowing these things is like unlocking a secret superpower. It's information that, in a critical moment, could make you a real-life hero for someone else, or even for yourself. We're not talking about complex medical degrees here. We're talking about straightforward, actionable knowledge that anyone can grasp. Over the next few minutes, we're going to break down some incredibly important skills and pieces of information. We'll cover everything from what to do if someone collapses and stops breathing, to how to spot the subtle signs of a stroke before it's too late. We'll even talk about escaping a fire and recognizing a severe allergic reaction. These aren't just abstract concepts, these are practical tools, and trust me, the science behind why these techniques work is actually pretty fascinating. My goal today is to arm you with this knowledge in a way that's easy to remember and hopefully empowering. So, grab a metaphorical notepad, or a real one if you're old school like me sometimes, because this isn't just another video, this is an investment in your safety and the safety of those around you. We're going to make learning these crucial facts engaging, maybe even a little fun. Because the more you connect with this information, the more likely you are to remember it when it truly counts. Ready to level up your life-saving game? Let's get into it. Alright, first up is CPR, or cardiopulmonary resuscitation. You've probably heard of it, maybe seen it in movies, but do you really know why it's so incredibly vital? When someone's heart stops beating, that's cardiac arrest. Their brain and other vital organs stop getting oxygen. And here's the kicker: brain cells can start to die within just a few minutes. That's a terrifyingly short window. CPR, especially those chest compressions, acts like an artificial heartbeat. You're essentially taking over the job of pumping oxygenated blood to the brain, keeping it alive until professional help arrives. It's literally a bridge to life. Now, learning CPR might seem daunting, like you need to be a medical professional. But that's the amazing thing, you don't. The basics, particularly hands-only CPR, which focuses on chest compressions, are relatively simple to learn. Think of the Bee Gees song, "Stayin' Alive." That's the rhythm you're aiming for, about 100 to 120 compressions per minute. You're pushing hard and fast in the center of the chest. It's physically demanding, no doubt, but the alternative is unthinkable. Every minute without CPR decreases the chance of survival significantly, so you doing something, anything, is infinitely better than doing nothing. Imagine this: someone you care about collapses. Paramedics are on their way, but they could be minutes out. Those minutes are gold. If you know CPR, you can step in and dramatically increase their chances of not just surviving, but surviving without debilitating brain damage. There are tons of courses available, often free or low cost, from organizations like the American Heart Association or the Red Cross. Seriously, look one up. It's a few hours of your time that could give someone else a lifetime. That's a superpower worth having. Next on our list is the Heimlich maneuver. And this one is for those terrifying moments when someone is choking. We've all had that minor scare where food goes down the wrong way. But true choking is when the airway is completely blocked. The person can't breathe, can't speak, can't cough effectively. It's a silent emergency that can turn fatal in minutes. The universal sign for choking is when someone clutches their throat with one or both hands. It's an instinctual signal that they're in serious trouble and need help fast. So, how do you become the hero in this scenario? For an adult or older child who is conscious, you'll perform abdominal thrusts, also known as the Heimlich maneuver. You stand behind the person, wrap your arms around their waist, make a fist with one hand and place the thumb side of your fist against their abdomen, slightly above the navel and well below the rib cage. Grasp your fist with your other hand and deliver quick upward thrusts. It's like you're trying to lift them up. The idea is to use the air trapped in their lungs to dislodge the obstruction like a human plunger. You continue these thrusts until the object is expelled or the person becomes unconscious, at which point you'd lower them to the ground and start CPR. Don't be timid. You need to be forceful. It might feel aggressive, but you're saving a life. There are also variations for pregnant women, obese individuals, and even for performing it on yourself if you're alone. Knowing this technique means you can take decisive action in a situation where every single second is absolutely critical. It's another one of those skills that seems simple, but its impact is monumental. Chapter 3. Beat the clock, spotting a stroke with F.A.S.T. Let's shift gears to something a little different but equally time-sensitive: recognizing a stroke. A stroke is essentially a brain attack. It happens when blood flow to an area of the brain is cut off, either by a clot or a bleed. When brain cells are deprived of oxygen, they start to die. And just like with cardiac arrest, time is brain. The faster a stroke victim gets treatment, the better their chances of recovery and the less likelihood of long-term disability. This is where the acronym F.A.S.T comes in. It's a simple way to remember the key signs. So what does F.A.S.T stand for? F is for face drooping. Ask the person to smile. Does one side of their face droop or look uneven? A is for arm weakness. Ask them to raise both arms. Does one arm drift downwards, or are they unable to lift one arm at all? X is for speech difficulty. Ask the person to repeat a simple sentence like, "The sky is blue." Is their speech slurred? Are they unable to speak, or do they have trouble understanding you? These are all red flags. And finally, the most crucial letter, T, is for time to call emergency services like 911 or your local emergency number immediately. Don't wait to see if the symptoms improve. Don't try to drive them to the hospital yourself unless absolutely no other option exists, because paramedics can start life-saving treatment en route. Note the time when the first symptoms appeared, as this information is vital for medical professionals. Recognizing these signs and acting fast can literally be the difference between a full recovery and permanent brain damage, or worse. It's a powerful piece of knowledge. Chapter 4. Escaping the Inferno, Your Fire Safety Blueprint. Okay, let's talk about fire safety. A house fire is one of the most terrifying emergencies imaginable, and smoke is often the biggest danger. More people die from smoke inhalation than from the flames themselves. The good news is that a little knowledge and preparation can dramatically increase your chances of getting out safely. The number one rule, if you're caught in a fire: stay low. Smoke and toxic gases rise, so the cleaner air will be closer to the floor. Crawl if you have to. It might feel silly in a drill, but it's a lifesaver in a real fire. Before you even open a door in a fire situation, feel it with the back of your hand. If it's hot or if you see smoke seeping around the edges, do not open it. Find another way out. This is why having at least 2 escape routes from every room is so critical. This isn't just a good idea, it should be a non-negotiable part of your home safety plan. And speaking of plans, everyone in your household needs to know the escape plan and where your designated outside meeting spot is. Practice it. It's like a muscle, you need to train it. And let's not forget the basics. Working smoke alarms are your first line of defense. Test them monthly and change the batteries regularly. Consider having a fire extinguisher, especially in the kitchen, and know how to use it. Remember, pass, pull, aim, squeeze, sweep. If your clothes catch fire, don't run, stop, drop and roll to smother the flames. These aren't just tips, they are layers of protection that, when combined, create a strong safety net. A few minutes of planning and practice can prevent a lifetime of regret. Chapter 5. Allergy Alert, Recognizing and Reacting to Anaphylaxis. Our final life-saving fact involves recognizing and reacting to severe allergic reactions, also known as anaphylaxis. This isn't just a case of a few sniffles or a mild rash. Anaphylaxis is a rapid, severe and potentially life-threatening systemic reaction. It can be triggered by common things like peanuts, shellfish, insect stings, medications or latex. For someone with a severe allergy, accidental exposure can escalate incredibly quickly, affecting multiple body systems at once. So, what are the signs you need to watch out for? Symptoms can include difficulty breathing or wheezing, tightness in the throat, swelling of the lips, tongue or face, widespread hives or rash, dizziness or fainting, a sudden drop in blood pressure, nausea, vomiting or diarrhea. It's important to understand that not all of these symptoms will necessarily be present. But if you see a rapid onset of serious symptoms, especially after exposure to a known allergen, you need to suspect anaphylaxis and act immediately. For individuals with known severe allergies, their doctor will often prescribe an epinephrine auto-injector, commonly known as an EpiPen. This device delivers a dose of epinephrine, a medication that can reverse the symptoms of anaphylaxis. If someone is having a severe reaction and has an EpiPen, you should help them use it or use it on them if they're unable. Typically, You press it firmly against the outer thigh. Even after using an EpiPen, it's crucial to call emergency services immediately, as symptoms can sometimes return. Knowing these signs and the importance of an EpiPen can be a literal lifesaver for a friend, family member, or even a stranger. And there you have it. 5 incredibly powerful pieces of knowledge that, no exaggeration, could help you save a life. We covered CPR, the Heimlich maneuver, recognizing stroke symptoms with F.A.S.T, essential fire safety, and how to spot and react to a severe allergic reaction. It might seem like a lot, but each one of these is a tool you now have in your mental toolkit. The real magic happens not just in knowing these things, but in being ready and willing to act if a situation ever calls for it. My hope is that this video doesn't just inform you, but actually inspires you to take the next step. Maybe that's signing up for a CPR course, or sitting down with your family tonight to draw out a fire escape plan. Perhaps it's just committing the F.A.S.T acronym to memory. Small actions can have huge ripple effects when it comes to safety and preparedness. You don't need a cape to be a hero. Sometimes all you need is the right information at the right time and the courage to use it. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and share it with your friends, because this is information everyone should have. The more people who know these life-saving facts, the safer all our communities become. Think of it as building a network of everyday superheroes. Stay curious, stay prepared, and as always, stay safe out there. I'll see you in the next video.